Good. Definitely.
Yes, I know.
Okay, good morning everyone. Welcome back to our daily product live showcase. This will be today's Thursday, so there's today and tomorrow and Saturday will be our very last live showcase and starting every day at 11 a.m. So today we also have a very interesting lineup. It's going to be it's going to be about dining, baby carries as well, feeding utensils and feeding on the go. So we hope you'll stick around, and we love to bring the showroom to you instead this year because we understand it might be a little hard to travel outside of the baby with current circumstances. All right, so without any further ado, we would like to introduce our lovely colleague Kiona, and she'll be talking about. She'll tell you.
Okay. So today I'll be talking about the Beco carriers. So I have two carriers here. First. Okay. Okay, so there is the Beco Gemini and the Beco 8. So I think I will go with the Gemini first. Okay. So this is a very, very simple carrier. It's a front-facing carrier. Do I show you? Okay. So there is two seat settings. So you can either use the smaller one, which you button on the outside like this. So this will give you a smaller seat, and you also enables you to be able to use this for front facing. Over here, you can unbutton this. Okay. So there's a button on the inside. You can button here. So just unbutton this. Put it here. Okay. So this will have a wider seat, which you can use for a bigger baby. Okay. So I will show you how to put on the carrier. It's actually very, very standard, like most other carriers. So the hip belt goes on. See. Baby goes up on your chest. Position the legs slightly, and then this one, take the panel, is up, and then after that, this one strap on, and the other side, hands to the back, and just buckle the chest strap, just like that. Okay, so this comes with a headrest that is already inbuilt. Okay, so it's very cushiony. This is a front-facing carrier, but what I really like about the Beco is that the cushion is actually really, really soft. So it's actually very comfortable to touch. Okay, so there are buckles at the side, so you can actually do a cross strap at the back. Okay, I'll show you how to do that. So just unbuckle here. You see? Okay. I'll use my other hand to extend the belt, the buckle. Buckle this side. Oops. Buckle. Okay. So tighten this. I can see the buckle. Tighten. The other side. And buckle. Okay. Okay. So you're able to do a front facing in. You're also able to cross the straps and do a side carry. Okay. So this is actually a pretty. I would recommend this carrier for people who are a bit more petite size wearers, and also babies that are maybe like smaller to average size. But this is actually a little bit of the carrier is a bit on the smaller side. So maybe you can use it up to about 1.5 to 2 years for average size child. Yeah. Okay. So I'll just stick it up. So for the forward facing option, I'll have to unbutton this button to the outside to make the seat smaller. If your baby is a newborn and the legs are still the thighs are still very short, you will also use the smaller setting, this one. So it's very easy to remember. It's either the smaller one or the bigger one. Okay, so front facing is the same way as I used just now. Put on the belt, and then after that put the baby facing out, and then just use to carry the seat. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this one is the Beco 8. It's actually a really, really new carrier. I think it only came out last year, end of the year or something like that. Anyway, it's one of the newer carriers in the market. Okay. So this is supposed, like the name Beco 8 is supposed to be a 8-in-1 carrier. So I'll actually review all the positions for the 8, which I usually don't remember. So okay. So this will be there is a booster seat, little cushion. Okay. The carrier also comes with the lumbar support that you can detach. If you are on the smaller side, you wouldn't need to use this. Like for me, example, I can't use this because I can't tighten the belt if I put this in. Yeah. So the same thing, there is also the seat button here. And button it outside like this. Okay. Sure. Like this. So this you can use for front facing. Yeah. So this carrier actually has a lot of functions. Wait, okay. So there is, for both the Becos, you wouldn't need to add any extra inserts to use for a newborn. So for this one, for the newborn function, you can use this little cushion that comes with the carrier. So there's no need to purchase any extra accessories. You just button it on here. Sorry, I'm finding it a little bit hard to aim the camera. Okay, like this. Okay, so there are 2 sizing options for the infant booster seat. So if the baby is very, very small, okay, so the recommended weight for this carrier, you can start using from 3.2 kilos. Okay. So you can button this up. You can use for a very, very small baby. So baby will be sitting on the cushion. And if the baby is a little bit bigger, you can just use it like this. Okay, so I'll show you how to use it. So usually for newborn carriers, especially for dads, you find that you have to wear the carrier very high because we always want the baby to be at a kissing height. So for the Beco 8, because of the booster seat, which will boost the baby up already, you can wear the belt a little bit lower, so it won't be so awkward. Okay, so you just put on the buckle. can hear somebody laughing at me. Okay, so you put this lower. Same thing, carry the baby, your chest. This cushion, you can squeeze it underneath here. So the baby will be sitting on the cushion like this, and then the legs will be very it will be at a very restive position. Sorry. Okay, so the panel goes up. Okay, and you can buckle at the top. So this the chest straps are adjustable. So if you can't reach it, you can move it up and down. So you just adjust it to a comfortable height. Okay, and then this one you can just pull forward like this. Okay, that's all. So it's actually a very, very slim and stylish carrier. The colors are all also very, very modern and very easy to match with clothes. Okay. So like the Gemini, there is a neck rest, and also they have a sleeping hood. I think a lot of people always ask for sleeping hoods. So here it is. You have a sleeping hood inside, and you also have a cushion neck rest. Okay. So for the neck rest, you can clip it here on the buckle here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. That's a question? Yeah. Where? Oh. May I know what is the difference between the Beco 8 and the Beco Gemini? Okay, so there are quite a few differences. So I will go through more of that later. But some of the main differences, the Beco 8 will be a slightly bigger carrier. So this one I'd say you can use up to about 2.5 to 3 years old. And the Gemini is a little bit on the smaller side. So I will use it up to about 1.5 to 2 years old. Yeah. Okay. And also, okay, the Beco Gemini has some some versions with the 3D mesh. For the Beco 8, there is actually this mesh window here. I need to take out the show. Okay. So it also comes with the buckles at the side, so you can do a cross carry. So a cross carry will actually help to bring the weight in, and some people feel it's more comfortable for them, especially for long periods of carrying. And if you're carrying a heavier baby, which is like maybe like a year plus, you would really appreciate the switching in between the two carrying styles. So if you switch between the cross and the normal backpack style, you can use different muscle groups, and then it will be more comfortable for you in the long run. Yeah. Okay. Baby comes out. Okay. So this is one of the main features of the Beco 8. So it actually has this 3D mesh, which a lot of people like. And also, if it gets too cold, you can add this. We have the panel here. You can just zip it up. Yes. For Beco 8, do you have solid colors like no mesh? Beco 8. If you zip up this, it will be a solid color. No mesh. Okay. Okay, so a lot of people like this mesh option. And what else did I not see? Okay. So for both the Beco 8 and the Gemini, they actually come with this very handy pockets. So you can put in a credit card or like maybe like some money or keys. And there is a zipped pocket here, right here, and on top. It's a very handy pockets. Yeah. What did I say? Alright, okay. So for the Beco 8, you are able to do a forward-facing carrying position. You can face the baby inwards. You can also do a side carry. So the Gemini can also do that. And then you can do a back carry, piggyback. Yeah. What else? Yeah. I think that is it. So next up, I will hand the showcase to Helia. She will be showing some. Maybe she'll tell you later.
Hello. Welcome.
All right.
Hello, everyone.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone. Okay.
Well,
I'm here as normal. I don't know. Anyway, never mind. Okay. And I'm gonna show you the cutlery. Okay. And Tisha, I'm gonna have the best thing of all, you know? Okay, listen, I'll tell you. You have to spell cutlery. 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 There you see, there is a fork, a knife, a spoon, and a smaller spoon. It can be a teaspoon or the dessert spoon. And then, actually, you can do what you want with the spoons back. Yeah, and here, I think it's too small, but you will try. You see here, there's a monkey. That's for the tiny spoon. The biggest spoon, it has a giraffe, and the knife has the giraffe, and the biggest spoon has the lion, and then the elephant. I love the elephant the most. Okay, the elephant is the fox. Okay. What
What is it made out of? What is it made out of?
Stainless steel. Yeah.
so
Here you can question now.
What's the question? So
What's
tiny.
the question? Yes. Hi, Julia. Thank you for showing your cutlery to us. Can adults use this? Can adults use it?
Yeah. Everyone can use it. Even if you're buying it for yourself, it's fine.
It's fine.
Everything is fine. It's also a good Christmas Eve present. How much is it?
It's 19.99 before discount.
It's only, say it's only
It's only $19.90.
Before discount.
and you get 10% off.
Oh no, it's actually not 10%. It's 25%.
It's 25%
Oh, it's
off at
25%.
the moment.
No,
it's 25%.
it's 25%.
Oh, so grab some
the-
now. Say grab some now for
Grab some now
Oh,
for Christmas. And that was not much.
I'm gonna use my cutlery when
Yes,
you think so.
Yeah, he is eating so. I'm gonna eat on the show. This is the most special part of all. Hello, where's my color?
Can see you. Can.
can see you, can see you. Go and see.
See now.
Okay, thank you, Claire.
I'm eating now.
Yes, she's really good. So basically for the stainless steel cutlery, it is actually a, as baby grows when they're younger, we tend to use the lighter cutleries like BPA-free plastics. Some use the ones made from bamboo, made from corn. But the challenge is that as the baby gets a bit older, they start to eat warmer foods. We all know that no matter what, the plastics and all that are BPA and PVC free. When you're dealing with hot food, there is a certain amount of leaching that's going to happen more when the food is hotter. So as the baby gets older, typically around 3 years old, I think it's a good time for you to consider maybe upgrading some of the cutlery to stainless steel ones. And we all know that stainless steels are one of the safest cutlery to use. And what very, very special about these Reer stainless steel cutlery for kids is that besides the design, which makes it very distinctive, the other thing is that of the high quality. And even the knife itself, compared to a lot of the cutlery used made for kids, they are actually suitable for cutting, and it's quite effective. So it's also a good time for a child to actually get used to proper cutlery, which are not adult size yet, but is very handy and useful, easy for them to actually use. As you can see, Julia started using hers probably around 3 years old. So now we have a 25% off the stainless steel cutlery. They are only how much?
1990 before discount. So
After discount, how much?
1490.
It's only 1490 after discount. So excellent gift, Christmas gift for somebody who's going to turn 3, and for somebody slightly older without without a proper set of cutlery. I think this is a coming to age kind of a present, which I think you can really consider. Make use of our promotions now. It's still a few more days to go, so don't waste it. And next, I'm going to go through a little bit more on kitchen safety. Yes, the knife itself is sharp enough to cut meat. So while it is rounded off at the top so that you don't end up accidentally poking someone, the edges are actually designed such a way that they make it easy for you to slice through meat as well. I think that will be I know you don't want to give them something that they can't cut, and then after a while the top knives are not sharp. Okay. Any other questions? If not, I'm going to move on to some other tools to help you keep your kitchen safe. First thing, when we talk about kitchen, people think about a few things. First thing that came to mind is the stove. In Singapore here, we tend to have a majority fire stove, meaning that gas powered, open fire stove. So the last thing you want is to actually for baby to get too close to the fire stove. First of all, of course, they can get burnt with the fire. The other thing is that a lot of times the stove are designed such a way that at a 2-3 years old kind of height, they sometimes can reach out and actually put themselves in danger if the pot is actually quite close to the edge. So one of the ways to prevent accident, you realize I emphasize the word prevent because these are things that we can foresee. There's a potential danger there. So what we want is to prevent something bad from happening. So one way, some people actually cordon off the whole kitchen. Well, that is a good way. You can use a safety gate and all. But sometimes you know that as the kid gets older, maybe they hit about 3-4 years old, they can actually manage the safety gate. They still get into the kitchen. You know, you want them to have the freedom to run in and out sometime. So it would give you a bit more peace of mind if you can have a bit more barrier to actually give ensure that the child doesn't get themselves in the wrong place at the wrong time. So we have here pretty good stove guards actually. This is a stainless steel one, a very traditional stainless steel one. As you can see, it comes with a clamp which easily adjusted for tables. Even for the very thick tables that you can actually adjust this to actually fit. So this will actually create a barrier around. So pretty much put some distance between your hot pots and the baby's fingers and hands. It's a fixed size one, but it should fit easily for, let me see. What is the size of this thing? Okay, the width of this thing is about 60 centimeters. It should cover something within 60 centimeters. So it's for a stove of about that size. So something like this. This will allow still to see. And because it's stainless steel and the parts that are used, which are non-stainless steel, are all fireproof. So basically, this is one of those that are designed specially to use with open fire as well. So you can use it open fire. You can use it induction and a ceramic. So a pretty useful tool, easy to install. For some of you who say, well, I don't exactly like the metal cage kind of look. So there is something which looks a little bit nicer. This is actually a designer version, as you can see. Very sleek, very classy. And the additional advantage of this is that it allows, pretty much blocks the view, basically out of sight, out of mind. So instead of the baby looking through the holes and say, hey, there's something bright there, maybe I'll try to touch that. So instead of that, you block their view completely. This is designed such a way that it will come with a rail you will install on your table. This barrier itself can be put on and removed for cleaning. At the same time, for those that are worried about sizing, this one actually is adjustable. So it's adjustable, it has a certain size. Can you all find out for me what is the size? What is the exact size? Let's go to the thing.
Adjustable from 57 to 90 cm.
So while just now that one is 60 cm only, this one is adjustable from 57 centimeters all the way up to 90 centimeters. So if you are those that like to cook a lot and you have a very, very big stove, so you can actually put this thing in and it covers side to side, as you can see. So from the baby's angle, they probably can't see much once this thing is in. And if you cook a lot, this is going to get dirty. Don't worry, just clip it out. You can put this into the dishwasher to wash as well. Something very easy. It's very, very high quality aluminum. This is also suitable for use with the open fire stove. Okay. For those that do only like cooking, you don't have an open fire stove, you have maybe an induction stove. Something like this, you can actually consider a smaller version of that. It's called a Simply Safe. It works very similarly. It's a bit smaller, from about 55 to 65 centimeters. But this one, unlike the other two, is not fire safe, meaning that it can be used with the non-fire stove. You don't use, that means induction and all is okay, but not with open fire stove. It's a smaller version, so for those that don't do a lot of heavy cooking, this could be already sufficient. Just to take note, all the stove guards do not need drilling. There is no screws. It's all either clamp on or stick on. The next big thing in the kitchen that usually can be a potential hazard is actually the oven. For those that likes to bake, you may have a very big oven, and a lot of times you can't put the oven too high because that's going to make it very difficult for you to.
Mommy, there's a question.
Yeah.
The first stove guard can also be used with open fire stove.
Yes. That means the stainless steel one, the metal one, and the designer big one. Like this, these two, you can use with open fire. So for the stove, you have two problems. One problem, you can't put it too high. So pretty much it's about maybe a height that you can easily put in your cake for baking and all, and you know, we want to roast the turkey and all. But the problem with that height is that if you can imagine a kid about 3 to 5 years old, you know, they can actually reach out and put their hands very close to the oven door or even on the oven door. So in case you're not good looking and then your kid put their hands on the oven door, they are going to easily get spotted for that. So the solution to that is that we have two. One is to actually provide a safety level. It's a safety barrier. So in case you have a situation where some kid were to put their hands on the oven door, you can install an oven door guard. So you can see this is oven door guard. What it does is that this thing is made from heat resistance material, made in Germany. You stick onto your oven door, and when the oven is heated up, say to 200 over degrees, this oven guard will still be touchable without scalding, meaning that even if a child were to touch the oven guard, it is safe. So this provide, of course, you're not going to put it there and ask the kid, hey, try it out and all and get them to play. But this is like the last ditch defense. If the child were to go there, you should always still teach the child to avoid touching the oven when it's hot. But in case the child happens to touch the oven when it's hot, with the oven guard, you actually can prevent a scalding accident. Another thing that can happen, especially with slightly older kids, is that, you know, they may try to open the oven, just like what our mommy and daddy does it. Open the oven, take out the things. So there is actually an oven door guard. This one is actually to prevent the door from opening. It's a door stopper. But of course, for an oven, you can't just use any other normal door stopper that you see in the market. Why? Because once you put it on an oven, the moment the oven is on, the door stopper always going to melt. So this is made from special material to withstand heat, including the adhesive is also chosen specially so that it can withstand the heat of an oven. So you can stick it on and prevent the accidental opening of the door by a kid. Okay, so there is a door stopper, and we do have the oven guard for the front as well. There are some appliance locks. So after we talk about the stove, the oven, the next thing that a lot of people have the headache is actually the fridge. Of course, these days, you know, we are thinking of we have all pretty big fridge. So one of the danger is that, well, some people see it as a danger. Most people see it just as a nuisance. Why? Because you have a 3-year-old that keeps opening the fridge and digging out everything. It's kind of fun actually. But the other more dangerous thing is that they could actually dig enough out and start and get themselves stuck in there. I think that could be a more dangerous situation. So no matter what, it's always good to have a way to actually control and manage that. We have fridge locks. In fact, we have quite a few locks that can actually be used on fridge. I personally prefer not just the fridge lock, but also multi-locks, because depending on how your fridge is designed, some of the double doors and all that, we try to find a lock that can feed your dog and to actually prevent that from happening. So if you observe that your feed belongs to the group that likes to explore the fridge, you might want to consider looking for one of the locks to see whether you can actually prevent that from happening too much. Like I say, many times it's just the nuisance of it that they get to the ice cream and the chocolates and all, but it is actually, if without supervision, a small child can actually squeeze into the fridge or even the freezer. So that could be a bigger problem. So if you do have a little explorer at home that likes the cold, so you make sure that you look for locks, not just the fridge locks and the appliance locks, but also look at the other locks, because a lock that can, effective multi-lock that can be used on the cabinet can also be used on the fridge. Okay? So choose the one that fits you best. Okay. Another thing, just for safety, some of you have your fire extinguisher. Some of you have. This is just to prevent in the event that there is a fire. You know, for some reason you burn your egg, or you burn something, or something burned. Don't panic. First thing first. If you have fire extinguisher, I think that's a good option, but they tend to get a little bit messy. The other option to it is actually a fire blanket. A very, very effective way for fire safety. It doesn't take up a lot of space. So basically, just hang it up somewhere convenient, and when you need to, all you have to do is there's two little straps, pull it down, take out the blanket. You can do two things. If the fire is not too big, just cover the fire with the blanket, and that would prevent the fire from spreading. At the same time, put out the fire. If the fire is really big, what I suggest is that take the blanket, cover yourself, and just run. Okay? So,
there's a question. Is
yes.
a fire blanket for a single use?
Yes. Actually, this fire blanket is designed for a single use. So, of course, we don't expect you like every other day have a fire. So this is an emergency kind of a solution. Okay? Emergency kind of solution designed for single use. So the material itself is fireproof, okay? But I'll say meant for small fires. In case you realize that the fire that you're dealing with is way bigger than what the blanket can hold, I would suggest you just cover yourself in with the blanket and you get out, okay? Okay. But on the kitchen stuff, we do have something here, which is actually a pretty useful thing. You know, while it's more for feeding. So for those that bottle feed or you have breast milk and you're heating up for the baby and all, you might want to consider a thermometer. This is actually a little bit like the ones that you use on the meat. In fact, it will work if you use it on the meat as well as the soup. So basically, it's a kitchen thermometer that is designed with all the round edges so that it's suitable to use with the baby around. So some very easy check, big display, so that you can actually check the temperature of the food that you are giving to preparing for your baby. Sometimes it's good because if you're relying on helpers and somebody to prepare the food for your baby, it might be good to actually have a procedure to say that why not you just have an extra thermometer to just test. Because normal thermometer wise, either they are not designed for it, so they may not be long enough for your bottle and all. This one actually comes with a long metal stick like this, so it allows you very easy to test the temperature of your milk bottle and all, and with a big digital display, it makes it easy to read. Okay, hope that helps. So again, most of the kitchen staff are enjoying discounts during this period until end of this week. So for those people who are looking at this, I think these last few days will be a very, very good chance for you to pick up some. And the stainless steel one, very good for the stainless steel cutlery is very good even for a Christmas gift for some babies coming to age. Okay. And next we have what? Next we have Honey and Michelle. They are going to cover something
Your
else.
favorite host. No, just so
so sick of watching us, right? Thank you again, once again, for joining us. If you are here, it's been like almost 2 weeks. We've done like how many product showcases already? Six product showcase. And we've got 2 more days before the end of the product showcase. And also Sunday would be absolutely the last day that you can grab this special deals for Gratitude 2020. So check out our websites, Baby Slings and Carriers and babygatesandsafety.com, and cut out with your favorite items all on discount right now. So today, myself and Michelle will be presenting what?
Oh, one of my favorite items that I fortunately do not need to use anymore. So we'll be talking more about feeding at home. I'm not specifically at home, but there are some of the stuff that we're going to introduce can also be used outside, of course. So would you like to start, or would I like to start?
I'm so divorced from the feeding part already, because I'm like, wow. But spoon is very useful.
Okay, the first item that we're going to address will be baby spoons with temperature indicators. Now, you can see from the screen, I have 3 different kinds over here. You'll be wondering why we have 3 different kinds. All have primarily the same function. Of course, you can see from the little diagram here, it says it's a heat indicator. So if you, let's say, put the spoon into something that is 40 degrees, or it's obviously too hot to put in the baby's mouth, this part of the spoon will actually start changing color. So from this color, it will turn probably into a lighter color. So that you don't need to blow, you don't need to taste it, because sometimes we taste also, we gonna burn ourselves. Or if, let's say, you have a helper or like another caregiver, like a grandparent, it would prefer them not to blow onto the spoon,
I think more important, right? I wouldn't want somebody like
that
my child, and then they like, I don't know. I mean, I've seen it happening a lot.
I agree. That's why I say I wouldn't, especially during this time. I wouldn't want them to blow onto the baby's spoon.
Or even lick. Some people lick it. Yeah, just to taste and see if the tongue is too hot for the tongue, and then they don't feed the baby. But it's like, okay, unless that's your child, I think some people are okay if that's your child. But if with a caregiver, and you might find it's a little bit yucky. So I think it's safer to actually have a spoon that has a heat sensor. I mean, I wish I had this last time, because I think more than 10 years ago, it's like nothing. I'm not sure whether there are, but I don't see anything much. Yeah, it's always just plastic spoons, all right. And I think it's very, very handy, especially when different people feed the kids. Yeah, it's very cheap.
Our colleague Charlene got the set of these spoons. So all the
she's like the first one to grab when the first time this color came in, I think.
One of the long one is.
Yeah,
right? This one. Yeah.
She says the long one is like so
easier to handle.
Yeah, she says it's easier to handle because there's a shape. Yeah, there's a shape as well. And the spoon, if you notice, is longish and not too
correct. Broad. Okay, so but coming back to the shape and the length of the spoon. Also, all the spoons come in three pieces sets, by the way. So it's not just one. So you can have one for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Just kidding. So before we go to the price, the first one is $6.90. Everything is 10%, right?
Everything is 10%.
So all the cutlery that
$6.90, $5.90, and $4.90.
Yeah. Okay. So all of these heat sending spoons, you're on 10% off. This one is currently $6.90, so you have to take 10% off that. That will be the sale price. If you can see, the shape and the head of the spoon is slightly, sorry, it's a bit
rounder.
less brighter. This is slightly rounder, so it's for starting out the feeding. So they have smaller mouths, obviously, so this is a lot easier to put it in the mouth. And you can see the handle design is also different. So for this one, you can see obviously the spoon is slightly more longish, but also look at the handles carefully. So this is easy for first feeders, babies that start eating solids by themselves first time. So you want them to spoon feed themselves. These handles are a lot easier. They're curved as compared to the other spoons that I showed you. So they're a lot more ergonomic. So when they hold on to, it's also slightly rubberized, if I could say so. I'm not sure exactly, but the texture is a little different for this one.
Yeah, there's more.
So it's more grippy. So it's easy for because babies haven't really developed their grasp quite yet. So this is easy for them to actually insert into their mouth. with the proper grip. And this is $8.90 before 10%. And then the last one, which is slightly different color collection. If you like pastels, then this is good. And also, like my colleague was mentioning, this has a slightly longish handles and a more longish spoon head. Is it spoon head? I also don't know. So if you prefer this kind of design, it has a pretty ergonomic handle as well. This one's slightly different price. It's $7.90 before 10%. So yeah, so grab them now before it's over on Sunday.
Hi guys, and the other thing you might like to take note of is that we now take it as a given, but the Reer spoons as well as the plastic feeding utensils are all BPA free. So that's fabulous. Okay, so another BPA free item is this feeding bowl. Looks so weird. The first time I saw this, I'm like, huh? Why is the bowl like that now? Why is it like, you know, there's some screw on top? It looks like kind of weird, and then I find it like, okay, all right. So what does this do? Okay, for those who are feeding your babies, they are beginning feeders. That means to say you're feeding them, or even if they are eating by themselves. Some kids, I don't know about you, but most people I meet always tell me that their kids take a long time to finish their food, especially not in the first month, probably because they are new and they are so eager and they eat so little, right? But when they start to eat a little bit more, a lot of kids have problems finishing their food quite quickly. And a lot of times, Chinese, we like our food to be warm. Otherwise, if they take too long to finish, it gets really cold, and we believe that there's wind going in, and it's not so good for the intestines, especially a baby is very young. So how do you actually maintain the heat in your food, in the baby's food, rather? Is to use a very simple thing to do is actually to use a warming plate, apart from warming up the food again, and then, you know, there's a lot of hassle. So this actually is a rear warming plate. A rear warming plate allows you to put hot water inside. So you put your food, put hot water in here, okay? Boiling or not is up to you, but I think just basically hot water, temperature that is slightly hotter than the warm food, okay? And then it keeps it warm, fill it up, and then you can put your food on top of here, and then you can use our BPA free spoons, heat sensor spoons as well, to actually allow the child to eat, or you can get your helper or yourself to actually feed from the warming plate. So the warming plate is going only for $15.90 before discount. It's on 10% off until the end of the Gratitude sale, which is the 1st of November, the Sunday, 2359. Yeah, check this out. Next we have up, apart from the feeding ones, okay, of course the older kids go for the stainless steel cutlery set that we saw Kia introducing just now. But apart from that, I think next we'll move on to what happens if we are going out, or somehow you didn't get to feed your child in time, and you need to warm up the food. Instead of starting a stove again, there are other solutions, very easy solutions, okay? All right.
Yeah, the feeding plate is so useful.
Yeah, I would have absolutely got this.
I'm surprised that they didn't have it in Singapore, because back in Holland, when my brothers were really little, they had maybe probably because winter country, right? So more problems keeping the food hot. But now after we use air conditioners, I guess it's the same.
Yeah,
I was just thinking about it.
Yeah,
it works the same way.
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, I didn't notice it, but incidentally, Reer is a German brand. Maybe that's why they have this feeding plate.
But I would still buy it.
Yeah.
If I. Yeah. No. Okay, so we're moving on to feeding on the go, or even if you're not on the go at home, and like Perlin was mentioning, if you don't wish to start a stove, because I know how dreadful that is. We have this. We have a few very special food warmers that are not just food warmers, but also bottle warmers. Yeah. So they're really convenient because you don't always have the time, or or the space to actually go and heat a little, boiling water over the pan, which takes obviously much longer. So one of them will be this universal baby bottle warmer, but also this is also suitable for the food jars, like the glass ones that you have. If you guys, are into those kind of things, you can actually put water inside and then switch this little button to your preferred heat setting, and then insert either your milk bottle or the food bottle that you are going to feed to your child. Sorry?
Food packet.
Is it? Oh,
this
yeah,
should
yeah,
be
yeah.
fine.
So, of course, depending what they come in various sizes. Sometimes they have these food packages nowadays, very
Pouches,
advanced.
I think.
Oh, yeah, food pouches. It's quite trendy these days. So as long as it fits into the opening, of course you can put that in and warm that up as well. These, if you're wondering, these are also suitable for the taller, skinnier bottles or the fat, shorter bottles. You just have to adjust the water height, of course. Yeah, some people wonder, like,
The
because
white bottle.
yeah, you have different bottlenecks and stuff like that.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, it's up to 72 cm in diameters.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
compact, I think. It's not,
Sorry.
huge. You can see the box that Michelle is handling is not like huge like that. This is the box, and then if you take it out, it's going to be even smaller. So very compact, very easy to store away at home, or even if you are, going on holiday or going to somebody's house and you're going to be there for the whole day.
Wow.
Yeah, you can get something like this. It's easy to bring around compactly enough. Or you can get this. It's one of the later, the newer items just came. It's called a foot bowl. Okay, football.
Ironically, football.
Like I was looking at this when they just came in. I was like looking at this. Why football? Is this a like camera or something like that? How does it work? That kind of stuff, because it really looks like a football, a soccer ball. Okay, there is a cap on top as well. You can easily warm your food in something like this. You can see the dial here, and then you can just fix it up, and it's also again BPA free. All right. Okay, I'm just gonna take it out and show you, since you probably would not have an idea how it looks like. That one is quite clear, but this one here, check this out. See, that's why I say it looks like a football. Yeah, so cute, right? I thought it was like the Pokemon Pokemon thing.
Just don't throw
So
it.
basically, you can open up like this when you need to warm up your food jars or your food. Use maybe a slightly narrow cup and then put it in bottles as well. And then you switch it on. Of course, you have to plug it in first, all right? Switch on the mains and remove the cap. So what's handy about this is that after you're done and you wipe it dry, sometimes there may be remnants of this is how it looks. Yeah, how it looks like. Okay. And water droplets, you don't want to dirty your bags and whatever, you can actually cap it back as well. So it looks very neat and tidy. Looks designer. I like it. Yeah, it's very nice. Can you see? There's the dial. It's the off dial, and then there's like food, you will get it to the warmest, which is the maximum, and then there's milk bottle. It has indicators to show you which one you are heating up, and then you just turn the dial there. Okay, and this is a Reer food ball. How much does it cost? It's 10% off right now. I don't know how much is this.
Okay, before we come to the price, I forgot this one has an adapter included, and you can put it in the car as well. Super convenient on the go.
Yeah,
so
and in case if you want a bottle warmer for the car, it's under our car accessories. It's separate. Yeah. How much is this?
Okay, the Reer home and car bottle food warmer is on $20 off.
Oh, $20 off.
Yeah,
How much is
original is $69.90. The food bowl is $39.90.
After
That's,
discount.
Before discount. So
$39.90 before discount.
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
okay, anyway,
Wow.
$69.90. This one $20 off, guys. So it's $49.90 only now.
$39.90
So
only
this is
for
all
this
this
one.
cute thing is only $39.90.
It's one based on the
So
item
tempted.
size, it's
Buy
Before
for what,
10%.
May I know, give me a reason to buy now that I don't have a kid.
My
Buy for
mama
what?
wasn't so cute.
I buy as a
My
gift.
one was so some of my one was
ugly and-
bulky.
Yeah.
I will absolutely buy this. Buy it as a gift for your friend with a child. Yeah, I think they'll be so thankful, so cute.
Okay, so those were the food warmers that we have available. And then last but not least, it's small and compact, but don't underestimate its power because this is a Bio Descaler. I'm not sure whether you're familiar because some of the sterilizers we have these days, I know there's a lot of people that are using UV sterilizers and stuff like that, but sometimes you have bottle warmers and the bottom becomes, there's like, is it called limestone?
Limestone.
It's limestone, like
just
or like
we just call it
or
scales.
scales. Okay. I used to have like those sterilizers that works on water, so there's a heating element at the bottom, and it gets like really grubby and like there's like oh, I cannot coordinate. I thought you're here.
Yeah. I'm like,
So that, sorry, back to that. And the heating element were like whitish stuff, which we call scales or limestone. Okay, so we have this packet of powder. It's the Bio
Single use,
Descaler.
right?
Yeah, single use. So all you have to do is just open it, and then you just pour it into the heating element. And then you just, if it's a sterilizer, just pour water in it, and then use the sterilizing function, and you will actually clean up the whole heating plate.
what do you mean by sterilizing function? Do
Okay,
you just turn it on and boil because that's what our
Yeah, correct. So that means not sure what kind of sterilizer people use these days, but I think the water type is still quite
it's quite common.
Quite common. So like for example, if
steam
you
sterilizer.
for example, if you have like the Philips kind, people that are using it, you will know it. It's like a 3-layer thing. So it's a heating element with a metal thing at the bottom. This is where you pour the water in usually to sterilize, and there's the on and off button, and then the middle compartment with the bottles, and the top with the cap. So the place where you put the powder is the heating element at the bottom. Just pour the whole sachet in, spread it all over, pour the water in, cover everything, and then just switch it on and sterilize.
Guys, this is not just for your steam sterilizer for your bottles, but the sterilizer for your milk bottles, but it's also good as a descaler for the kettles as well.
Correct.
Yeah, same way, just heat it up and then it will dissolve. And your steamer that you use to steam your vegetables, your fish and meat, it cleans it up actually quite well. A lot of things that you find over time when you put water in and there's scales, this can be used, but water has to be hot. I think that runs it through once and then
and rinse it off.
Yeah.
So this is super effective. I used it. I only had to use it once, and after that, it stayed clean for a long time actually.
Oh,
For some reason.
for that kind of price you're paying.
I know it's like
I think it's like
it's like 1 cent. Is it? Is it 1.90? Oh, $1 plus.
And now we still even have a discount. Can you
Yeah.
imagine you can buy like 10 packs at one go?
So like don't go and struggle with your. Often people say baking soda and then scrub it with I don't know what
And then there's a lot of steel brush and
vinegar. Oh, you won't want baking soda and vinegar near your kids' stuff or in your kettle basically.
yeah, they are pretty strong.
Very
This is a mix of ingredients and completely safe as well. And what's more is in a handy pack, so you don't have to like mix this, mix that. You can just put it in, and after all, we don't descale that often. So I think I personally I would just get something small. I use it and I'm done. I don't descale like that often.
Yeah, same. So I think I read this correctly, but they use some essence of the lemon inside the
lemon,
powder.
yes.
Okay.
So it smells good as well.
How much is it again?
190.
190. Now this such a small thing also got 10% discount. So if you want stock up now, you stock up 10 packs. I think enough for a year, more than a year maybe.
I think more than that. You can use it for like almost everything. But you might want to like combine your purchases, and then minimum $60, you get free local courier. All right. So check the website in case you want to buy some supplements as well. We have Clean Food Haven. Just quickly advertisement. All right. 3 websites that you can buy from if you will set up an account. I'm not asking you, as in pleading you, but I'm just telling you a way to save is to actually set up an account on our website, either babyslingsandcarriers.com, babygatesandsafety.com, or cleanfoodhaven.com. It will have the same login ID. And what happens is that if you want to shop across all these 3 platforms, you can log in every tab, and then you can add everything to your purchase in a single cart, and you can make up $60, and it's already a free local courier. So I think it's really a best time to buy. So in case you guys don't know about this trick, I'm telling you now, you can actually make use of this trick to qualify for a free local courier. And our product showcase is going to be on every day except Wednesday. I think somebody thanked us yesterday because it wasn't supposed to be on. So Wednesday and Sundays, please don't tune in. At other days, until this Saturday. Okay. Next we have up. We're done with our feeding blah blah blah. So next up we welcome the beautiful Charlene. Okay. She said, "Are you?"
It's strong. It's strong. Who is it?
Okay.
There's a question. Hello. Oh, hi, Adeline. Long time no see. How do I order? You can just go to babygatesandsafety.com. Yeah, it's very small. Babygatesandsafety.com. So babygates and then letter N and then safety.com. And then just add it to your cart. Add in other items so it's more worth the shipping if you want to.
You can check those.
So yeah, like Pauline mentioned earlier on, make sure you create an account so that you can enjoy accumulating points for your future orders. And then also it will be easier checkout for you next time. Okay, so if you order up to $60, you get free delivery. It'll be more worth it if you add on your Descaler to any other orders you would have, whether it's on Baby Slings and Carriers or Baby Gates and Safety or Clean Food Haven. You can combine them and then make sure it becomes a package of 60 so you can enjoy free courier. Okay, I hope that answers your question, Adeline. Long time no see. Your name also very cute, Adeline Looney Mouse. Okay, so we hand over the floor to Charlene now. I'm going.
Okay, hi guys. All right. Okay, so today I'll be talking about food jars as well as thermal flasks. Okay, most people, I mean, most of us, whether working or parents, we actually either bring lunch to work or we actually pack food for our babies when we do go out, right? So we have this one's the new Reer food jars. Okay, this is 350 ml. So okay, the blue one is a rabbit and the pink one is a deer. I think it is a deer. It's a deer. All right. Sorry, my animals are from so. All right. So it's actually just the typical food jar that we see, just with a cap on. All right. But Reer food jars, once you put in food or any warm soup inside, it lasts about 24 hours warm, right? So which means it was tested on with a boiling water inside, and then a few hours later, it maybe about 12, 15 hours later, it goes down to about 40 degree, and then by the next day, definitely it's just a room temp for a day. Okay, so this the food is really very warm inside. Okay, and I like this one is because the tip is wide. You know, you don't need to scoop and then you have to dig in, unlike some other food jars that you see outside. Okay, we do have a more sleek design one, but this is slightly smaller. This is 300 ml. Right. Okay, this one's all stainless steel, and this is the cap. Okay, this one is $21.90 before discount. All right, and the earlier two was $29.90 before discount. It's really very, very cheap one, right? And then we have the original designs that Reer had. This is, okay, let me take it out. Okay, so yeah, our table so I can put things on. All right.
Yeah, it's not.
Alright, so okay, this is locked in. Alright, so this one is stainless steel as well with a black lid. Okay, and a rubberized black bottom one. So this one actually, once you put it in, it doesn't actually just keep on slipping on the table one. Okay, this is $19.90 before discount. So this is quite a steal already at the original price. So now we have 10% off. Right, this is 350 ml as well, and we have the design line, the designer version of Reer. Okay, this one I can take out, otherwise I couldn't take it out. Sorry. Right, this is also very, yeah, this is the original design line. This is very cute as well. Yeah.
They are 15%.
Oh, so sorry. It's 15% off. The older design, not older lah. This is the original design. Yeah, original designs are all on 15% off.
I think some are more than that.
Oh.
Yeah,
Some
so
are
from 10% onwards, so more than 10%.
Okay, so some are on 10%, some are on 15%, and maybe some others will be more, slightly more. So you can grab yours now on Baby Gates and Safety. Check out our website. All right. Okay, I don't know whether you can see the print. The print is very nice. This one's very unique. Okay. And then we do have another original design by Reer. Okay, let me open the box. Okay, this one, okay, most parents, especially those, bringing their porridge for younger kids, right? We used to bring the food jar, then we bring a plastic bowl with a cover on and then the spoon, right? So it's a lot of things to bring around. Okay, this type would actually make it more convenient and compact for you because it comes with the bowl, the lid that you can actually use as a bowl. Okay, it's plastic inside. Okay, stainless steel outside. And the inside is typically the same, but this has a wider mouth, if you can see, compared to the other ones. And it's a slightly shorter, but is wider. Okay. So this makes it more easier to bring around, and rather you bring like one food jar, one bowl, and then in a plastic bag or what lunch box that you're bringing around, lugging around a lot of things already for kids, right? So try to make it more compact for you. So you can get this as well. This is Reer one. This is all stainless steel outside. Okay. This is okay. The one with the lid one is $29.90. Okay, so it's $29.90 original price, now $19.90. That's $10 off. Okay, and then the design line is how much again? Okay, this is $33.90.
No, it's 23.
So
And this is $23.90 now, so it's $10 off as well. Okay, where do you get a food jar that is cheap? Okay, and good quality some more. Okay, it's really a very good steel one. The $19.90 is $14.90 after discount, so that's $5 off. Okay, so now let's go to the flasks. Okay, we have quite a few different flasks for you today. Okay, those who are looking to have a bit more like atas, or not really atas lah, is those like looks like from those coffee shops, right?
Coffee shop.
Starbucks, coffee bean, sorry. Okay, but these are the very good quality ones, if you see, right? And it's very, very sleek. So, see, Michelle say it's very chill. Okay, comes in black. We have the I think this is petrol blue. But it looks like teal to me, but it's turquoise teal, yeah, somewhere there. And then the berry red. Okay. It's very, very sleek design one. Okay, so all these are 300. Sorry, this is 450 ml one. So more than a cup of coffee, actually. So currently it's $29.90 before discount. And it's on 10% off. So do check out Baby Gates and Safety for the actual photo of it, because I think on the screen can't really tell as much, right? Okay, this is the newer designs that came in. Okay, we have another one. The one I showed you is just directly cap on. Okay. There's nothing here for you to, it's just the cap directly. So hot water or cold water will do. But we have also the one with the cup itself as a cover. All right. This one comes with this, what do you call this? A second lid. Yeah. Okay. So you actually,
You can press the
it's not pressed, it's actually lift up and pour, right? So this one actually makes the hot water lasts longer comparatively to this one. Okay, although both of them actually last about 24 hours. Of course, the speed of losing the heat will be faster on just the normal cap one comparatively to the double cap one. Okay, and this functions as your own cup as well, right? So if you're drinking coffee or cold water, this one works well. Okay, this comes in 3 colors as well. This is
blue.
Metro blue.
No, just blue.
Those blue. Which one's blue?
Green. That was green. This one is
Okay, so this is blue, this is green,
still very green.
and still very red. Okay. Yeah, this is the metallic version of this one. Okay, so this one are all 450 ml as well.
26.
And they're 26.90 before discount. Okay, so that's 10% off as well. And then, okay, for those who actually drink more coffee than usual, not just, okay, or like to drink a lot of water one, this one actually is very good as well. But this type, okay, if you know the old school kettle one, right, that we have at home, it's just we twist around the cap, the second cap, and pour it out. This is the same method, okay? So you can screw it back in to tighten. And then if you want to pour out, just loosen it a bit. So it's up to you how fast the flow you want it to be, okay? So if you can see, there is like a gap here. So you want to actually squeeze, water will flow out. Okay, so this is
28.90.
okay, 700. This is 750 ml, right? And it's 26.90 before discount, 10% off as well.
No. This is 750, right? This is 31.
This is the new one. There's 2 different types,
The new one.
Yeah.
750.
Yeah, 750 on top one.
It's 31.90.
26.90.
27.
I think they need to scan it.
Oh, okay. 28.90 and now 10% off.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so it's 28.90.
Yeah, 28.
Okay, before discount. Okay, let me screw it back. Go back already. Okay, I move on to the next 750 ml. This is the original Reer. Okay, this costs 31.90 before discount, and after discount,
38%.
so it's actually 38% off. Wow, that's a really huge deal. Yeah, it's really a huge deal.
Yeah, almost 40%. The plus are all up to 40%.
Okay. Okay, if earlier on is the screw cap on, this one is just the press on one. Okay, you know the normal, the standard type of flask that we actually see outside. Okay. It's very tight. Okay. It's really very tight one. Once you screw it back on, it's really tight. So spill proof, 100%. Okay. This one's all stainless steel as well. You can see the logo here. Okay, it comes with a cap as well. So you can use it as a drinking cup. Okay. And of the last 4 thermal flasks that we do have, okay, the original and the design line one. Okay, so I go through the design line one first. Okay, the design line comes in 500 ml and a 350 ml one. Box cannot open it. All right, here you go. Okay. Okay. So these are the design line. This is the 500 ml and this is the 350 ml. All right. So if you can see the colored, this is on a brown side, okay, with a rubberized bottom one. So if you actually, I don't know whether you can see. Maybe use this one. So once it's not slipping off as easily as without. Okay. So this comes with okay, the smaller one is in gray color one. with slightly blue trimmings. Okay, the other one is brown with the grayish brown trimmings. So it's the same. Okay, cap. Okay, but this one is the no, it's the press up one. Okay. I don't know whether you can see. Yeah. Okay. There. Okay. Easy to press, easy to close. Okay. This is the second cap. Side. All stainless steel. Alright. But with a very cute and nice print outside one. This is the original design line. Okay, the last two is the original stainless steel thermal flask that we have. Okay, so sorry, the design line costs how much?
36.90 per brown one.
Okay, 36.90 for the 500 ml one.
Now it's 24.90.
So now it's 24.90, and the 350 ml is 33.
No, it's 23.
So now it's 23.90. That's $10 off. Okay, really a good steel and a very good quality thermal flask one. Okay, this is the original one, stainless steel bottoms, the same. Okay, okay. If you saw the 750 ml, it's the same type. This is actually just press in. Okay, to pour out water. Press out. Okay, to lock it in. Same, stainless steel inside. All right. So this one comes in 350 and 500 ml as well. So the 350 ml is 21.90. All right, and
Now it's 14.90.
so now it's 14.90, and the 500 ml is 24.90.
Now 14.90.
Now 14.90. So that's off $10 off.
Yes, that's huge discount.
That's a very huge discount. And
Our plus are 10% to 40%.
okay, and for that price, for a very good quality thermal flask, I would rather get this as a gift for Christmas as well. All right, because now, okay, with the heat and everything, we try to rehydrate ourselves very as much as often as we like that. So, okay, sorry about that.
It works also hot.
Yeah, so you can actually use it for hot and cold. Okay, for what I usually do, I will have definitely two separate ones, one for cold one and one for hot one. A very weird one in that sense, okay? Because I don't like to keep on changing the temperature on a flask one. So usually, if one is really meant for hot water, it's just for hot water.
So you have dedicated.
Yeah, I have dedicated ones. So that's why my husband said very heavy one. Bring here, bring there, very heavy. But what to do? Okay, you don't want to spoil things. You know, it's not cheap to buy and replace as easily.
But now it's very cheap.
So now it's cheap. So I can actually buy a bit more to replace some of my thermal flasks already.
Yeah, guys, grab it now. Yeah, the gratitude sale is only until this Sunday.
This Sunday.
Yeah, if you want to come by our showroom, we are open until Saturday, 5:30. Please don't come at 5:30. Pretty please, no 5:30. You come. We open at 9:30, so you can come anytime during our showroom hours. If you need to personally pick up the items, if not, you can shop online. Above $60, you get free delivery. Yeah.
Okay, as Ferdinand mentioned earlier, if you want to purchase online, okay, you can purchase through our three different platforms. So you can actually purchase cross-platform one, but do make sure that you actually log into each platform so your cart will go on to. Because if not, it's not going to go sync with your cart.
Okay. Apart from what Charlene has shared with you, tip of the day. Apart from that, share with all your friends. Yeah, it's important to sign up an account with us because on top of all the discounts that you're already getting for the gratitude sale, you will be earning points on your purchases.
So our membership privilege.
So for 2 years, the points can be accumulated within 2 years, and you
For every dollar spent is one point. So every $100
you get
100 points. Sorry, you get $1 off.
You can use the discounts
Yeah.
in our showroom as well as online. Okay, it will be credited to your account 24 hours after we invoice you. That means when we send out, so not immediately after you purchase, and then 1 hour later you purchase something, and then you say, hey, why my points are not there? It's not there because it takes a while for the system to kick in. About 24 hours after we start to pack your orders and send it out, you can actually track your orders online. So you, just check your point balance. Every time that you would go on our websites, please remember to log in first before you start adding to cart. And that's when you get the best deals ever.
Yes. So go and check out our website, or you can come down to the showroom. So do shop and check out our range of thermal flasks. Okay, Christmas is coming very soon already. So this
Support Charlie.
okay, this is one of the products I would rather give to
It's useful
friends because it's something useful. I don't like to give gifts that they will just chuck one side one. Okay, definitely thermal flasks, babies use, mommies use, dads use.
I know how many
I'm not even
I have. I have a lot of thermal flasks ones. I don't know why every time I see sale, wow, very nice, then I'll go like, okay, get the ones that work, because not all thermal flasks work the same. Some don't maintain heat as well.
Yes.
I've paid $70 for a very small one. I've got customers coming in and they say, how come that one XYZ brand $70 so small? Why yours only $20-$30? Never mind lah, you buy and try, because daddy say, don't keep spending that money. You try this one because that $170+ one spoil. So mommy say, okay, buy. Then after that, the next week they come back to buy more. Then I say, I thought you just bought last week. And they say, oh, this one is better. So Reer brand of thermal flasks and food jars.
Yeah, so for actually your friends or colleagues you want to give gifts to, these are some of the items that you can actually purchase ahead of time before the Christmas rush comes in.
I would like these.
Yeah.
I would like this.
Okay, so now we know. Okay, so see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you
All right,
very
thank
much.
you for
Thank you for
watching.
watching our product showcase. Will be on Facebook and Instagram. I'm not sure. Are we gonna do Instagram tomorrow? We have baby gates, all right?
Yeah.
And watch our safety expert go through with you what kind of gates you would like to get, especially if you are not familiar with gates. I would be a complete idiot last time actually. Now I'm not like 100% sure as well. I don't know enough, but it might be always very difficult for you when you want to purchase a safety gate. So tomorrow we have that on our product showcase. Best to catch us on Facebook, all right? That's where you can ask all your questions. And we are on at 11 a.m. Remember,
11 a.m.
Last 2 days.
We're left down to tomorrow and Saturday for our product showcase. So help us like and share and watch us. Continue watching us until Saturday.
Thank you very much and goodbye.
Bye.